Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here at On the Real Live Sessions, powered by The Warehouse and On the Marc Studios. Before we jump into tonight's show, make sure that you go to patreon.com/onthemarcstudio and consider being a monthly sponsor. This is a show that we put on completely for free for the artists so that they can get video production done and promotion done for them and their art, and also bring it right into your household. So we're going to jump right into this. This week, we have an incredible artist right here out of Columbia, South Carolina, Mr. Chris Reed.
Will end up junkies if I kill myself today. So I hold my head up high and greet the crowd who gladly paid. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is whatever you'd like it to be. Now here's some songs I didn't write. I hope you like the way I sing. Too many people love to thank me with free drinks and free cocaine. Should I take another sip or should I blow out all my brains? I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do with all my time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to me attempting to not kill myself tonight. When I need to make that phone call, all my friends are dead asleep. So I confide in drunken barstool maids with lipstick on their teeth, taking in riddles laced with empathy and love to fill my head. You know, I know they just want to replace the husbands in their beds. So if you want me to be honest, I'm doing well, and how are you? Life is grand and mom and dad are proud of all the things I do. Ladies and gentlemen, I know this isn't what you paid to see, but I'm alone tonight and therapy costs more than I can make in 1 week. Well, my kids will end up junkies if I kill myself today. So I hold my head up high and greet the crowd who gladly paid. Ladies and gentlemen, I know this isn't what you pay to see. Now here's some songs I wrote to cope. I hope you like my melody. And there's just one thing that I'll leave you with, and I'll close the show tonight. You've been such a lovely audience, and I didn't mean to frighten you. Now please go out, enjoy yourselves. Remember this advice, ladies and gentlemen, check on your friends and make sure they're all right tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, check on your friends and make sure they're all right tonight.
Say hi to everybody, man.
I thank you for having me. I really appreciate it, Marcus.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. We were kind of talking right before we started shooting here, just kind of how we met and how things have progressed for you. But we're gonna jump right into that, and you know, we'll get into that a little bit later. But let's start with, you know, how long have you been playing?
20 years at this point. It's
20
been
years?
20 years.
What
since I was
instrument
9
did you
years
start
old.
on?
Well, I started on piano, but I didn't pay any attention to it. It was really just a scheme to go to my grandmother's house and hang out with her.
Yeah.
So I didn't pay attention to anything. But when I was 9 years old, I lied to a girl to impress her and said that I could play guitar. And then over Christmas break, I begged my parents for that guitar. I learned like 30 songs of all, you know, 3 chords.
Yeah.
And got back to school. Guess who was not attending school anymore after Christmas break?
Oh.
So, but girl was gone, but I kept plucking away, and it seems to have worked out.
It's kind of set the tone for your life.
Yeah, no joke. Daddy, does he care at all? He gave me his last name, so why don't he call me on the phone when I'm alone? Oh baby, I don't know. She said, where now is my daddy? Maybe he's asleep. He gave me his blue eyes, but he didn't teach me to see what's underneath. She said, where now is my daddy? Or maybe he's at work. Maybe I should pray for him. Maybe I should go down to the church and put in a word. Where now is my daddy? He left me alone, all by myself. Looking through the window, and there he goes, getting in a car from another man down the road. When now is my daddy? I know he forgets. Smoke clouds my eyes from his cigarette that burned my dress. I guess that he forgets that I exist. How do all you daddies, the kids with different names, it ain't hard to try to get out of the game, at least you changed. Man for a boy is a better daddy anyway. I said a man for a boy is a better daddy anyway. Yeah.
That was absolutely incredible. Chris Reed just really showing his incredible skills on guitar and his vocal ability. Man, let's dive right into your looping. I know some people were kind of be wondering what you're doing there, but how long you been looping, and maybe talk about your process there.
Okay, well, that's an interesting story because see, there was this guy. It was last year, and there was this guy. Some tiny little blonde guy with a man bun, and I was really jealous of him. And I was like, how does he do that? How does he? It was I can't remember his name, but anyway, he.
I probably
anyway
pinpoint. I don't like that guy.
Maybe
yeah, he needs to get out of here.
But no, I really was admiring what you were doing, and
Yeah.
I also had no idea you could do that for a living, and so. Thank you for that as well. I had no idea.
Man, you've grown a lot. I mean, just watching your solo shows since you started. I mean, the first videos you sent to us when we first connected, hearing those videos to the videos you're putting out now, it really shows to the hard work that you've put in over this last year. A lot of people don't know this, but you started your professional career singing and playing a year ago. And how many shows do you think you've done in that year?
I know exactly how many shows I did. I did actually 234.
234 shows. That's incredible. In his first year, there's people that just probably couldn't even get a third of that, and that's just a testament to your hard work and pounding pavement, getting out there and talking to people and networking. And but let's show you a little bit more of what makes Chris Reed amazing. Check this out.
Such a smooth traveler, burning black rubber, a driver where you been. Well, I'd like to jump right in like Jaguar money. My Tesla, baby. Ooh, she's Mustang Sonny. Oh, my sweet Cadillac, honey. See her boosting torque, stroke her. Feet on the floor, choker. Well, it's time to trade me in, and I'd like to jump right in like Jaguar money. Oh, my Tesla, baby. Ooh, she's Mustang Sonny. Oh, my sweet Cadillac, honey. got my head gasket blown. Well, I like a headlights, high beams on. Well, it's time to trade me in. Well, I hear the throttle begin, like Jaguar money on my sweet Cadillac, honey. Ooh, she's Mustang Sunny on my sweet Cadillac, honey. We'll get you some. Spinning tires, engine fires, heavy load, see her explode like Jaguar money. My Tesla baby, she's Mustang Sunny, my sweet Cadillac honey. Like Jaguar money, my Tesla baby. Woo, she's Mustang Sunny, my sweet Cadillac honey. My sweet Cadillac honey, she's Mustang Sunny, my sweet Cadillac honey.
And we're back with Chris Reed. We're going to dive right into his studio process. I know over the last year you've gone into the studio multiple times to put some of your ideas down in audible form. So you want to tell us a little bit about kind of your studio experience over the last year, or something you're working on?
It's currently in the process right now. But a lot of what's going into it is these original songs, but it's a very different experience because you're tracking drums first and then you're layering guitar over that, and it's helpful that I use a loop pedal at most of my shows because I understand layering to that extent. So hopefully there'll be a cohesive amount of material that we can put out soon.
That's the cool thing about looping, too. What it does is it exposes the different pathways of what each instrument brings to a band setting, and how they speak melodically or rhythmically in the music in different portions to create that full picture sound. You know what I mean? It's that's one thing I've experienced in doing looping as well. You literally have to put yourself in the mindset of a drummer, and then mindset of a bass player, then rhythm guitar, and then lead guitar, and then doing vocals, and then also harmonies and different stuff like that. It really kind of brings things into perspective.
This song is for my daughter. I seen her walking down the street. Seen her walking next to me, she's singing. little happy songs. I seen her playing all 4 strings. Maybe one day she'll teach me to play ukulele songs. Well, we talked a while when I was sad. Then I seen her smile, it made me glad. Ukulele girl, ukulele girl. I seen her walking down the street. I seen her walking next to me. She's singing little happy songs. I seen her playing all 4 strings. Maybe one day she'll teach me to play ukulele songs. Well, we talked a while when I was sad. Then I seen her smile, it made me glad. Ukulele girl, ukulele girl. Well, we talked a while when I was sad. Then I seen her smile, it made me glad. Ukulele girl, ukulele girl. I seen her walking down the street. Seen her walking next to me. She's singing ukulele songs.
So what track are you working on right now in the studio?
Right now, we're currently working on "Ladies and Gentlemen."
Ladies and gentlemen.
"Ladies and Gentlemen," which is that particular song was written in a rainstorm driving to a gig, and I literally wrote every single word. I was not in a good spot and just feeling really low about myself and everything like that, and I thought, you know, I could be depressed about it, or I could write this song. And I showed it to the band, and they're like, "You wrote that?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, that's a good one.
So I hope people enjoy it.
Yeah, you know, one thing that I always like to, when I'm talking about studio process, I like to dig into the artists of, do you have any specific method to your recording? Like, do you have any like special thing that you do when you get in the studio that kind of gets you in the headspace of being in the studio?
There's been quite a few influences I've had as far as studio work is concerned, and documentaries on certain albums like Dark Side of the Moon, and seeing how those albums were even created, Sgt. Pepper's, things like that.
Yeah.
That was recorded on a 4-track. How?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I really admire those that using, you know, such small amounts of equipment or older equipment, things like that. I really aspire to use things like that. They're a little bit more vintage, a little bit more old school, instead of just having a lot of, you know, a lot of punch in, punch outs, and you know, I just kind of like that raw sound.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm going for, I guess.
That's what is that kind of like the overall sound you're looking for your album? Is
I
like
am.
to be cohesive, like kind of vintage style.
Right.
That's pretty dope.
Absolutely.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive right back into another song by Chris Reed.
drink is all I need to satisfy me. One drink, the bill's on me, and I lay out everything. I think I found the key to unlock a mystery. It's one drink, the bill's on me, and I lay out everything. Yeah, tell me everything. Let's get together, let's get your gun. You can't be too safe. Well, you can't trust just anyone with that pretty face. And what a pretty face. Miss Lady, where did you go? I put the car in park. Miss Lady, what do you know about saving lives after dark? I might rip you apart, but I know you're not alone, and I know you're missing home. But one drink is all you need. Now come on home to me. I saw you dancing alone in the balcony. Well, I saw your man had to go and put the job on me. And he put the job on me. But I know he's not alone, and I know you're missing home. So one drink is all he needs so he can go to sleep. I know you're not alone, and I know you're missing home. So one drink is all you need. Now come on home to me. One drink is all you need. Now come on home to me.
And we're back here with Chris Reed, diving into his artistry and different things happening on his life. But we talked a little bit about your live shows and your progress in your live shows. But where can people find you and come and see you live?
Well, I post my schedules every single week. And my June in particular is going to be absolutely ridiculous. I'm really excited about it. And it's going to be tiring, but I'm very excited about it. And right now we're booked up through November, so that was a lot of work.
So where would they find you? On Facebook, Instagram?
Facebook and Instagram.
And is that under Chris Reed and the Bad Kids, or is it just the Bad Kids?
You can look up multiple pages. There's Chris Reed Music, Chris Reed and the Bad Kids, and then I have my personal profile as well.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right from him. Make sure you go and follow him on social media. Get out and see Chris Reed live. Here's another song by Chris Reed.
And I'm blue from me to you, and I think it's pink when I do anything. I'm marooned on the earth for you. Don't you cry alone tonight. Grab my vinyl 45 and light the neon down. Hear the cracks from my old guitar. My voice is rough from screaming at the stars. But I'm glad you're still around. I have seen the world is green, and I'm blue for me or you. And I think it's pink when I do anything. I'm marooned on the earth for you. Smile on your face. I want the bad to be erased in me. You dance to keep up the pace, but I still wear my safety belt, and I still cry when I need some help. I just like how you felt. Oh, I'm marooned, lady mermaid. Oh, I'm marooned for the lady mermaid. Oh, lady mermaid. Ooh, I'm marooned.
Let's talk about some of your biggest influences in your life and what that has done for your guitar playing and your singing and your songwriting, and how that pushes you on a daily basis.
Well, the biggest influence I have isn't anyone famous at all. My father taught me how to play guitar, and the way he would teach me how to play was not, these are all of the little black dots, and you need to read this, and this is how you read theory.
Yeah.
No, he was working, factory jobs. He was tired. He would come home. He would eat dinner. He would sit in a recliner, and he would play guitar all night, every single night throughout my entire childhood. And what he would also do is he would string songs together because he wasn't playing for anyone.
Yeah.
He was just playing for himself. And so if there was a song in A minor, well, he could switch that quickly to G, and then he would start playing something in the key of G major.
Yeah.
And that also taught me that there's a lot of songs, like we were playing around beforehand, playing All Along the Watchtower. Yeah, that's Sunday Bloody Sunday by U2 as well. I mean, and it's also can be Stairway to Heaven. There's so many songs that are exactly the same.
Yeah.
And so that also inspired me to do the mashups and things like that.
Well, how has it pushed you just on a daily basis? Because something that really happens, like even in my life, it's very hard when you're performing, 5 to 7 times a week to stay motivated, not only on stage, but also in your writing process behind the scenes.
Well, what I've tried to do is there's certain shows that that require you to play certain styles, and that a lot of people think that you need to completely rearrange your set list. And what I've found is the easiest thing for me is just to do the same songs, but in that different style. Do it in a swing version or a jazz version or a blues version or something like that.
To fit the room and the people, and the aesthetic of the event.
As far as set lists in general, I completely threw that out.
Yeah.
Just because I tried it one time, and you're playing a bunch of '90s songs to people who are an older crowd. They're not going to appreciate that.
Yeah.
So that's I don't do any set list. I'm reading the room, and if I see somebody with a cowboy hat come in, I'm singing "Friends in Low Places" to you, long hair country boy.
Yeah.
But I see this 20-year-old kid come in. Hopefully he'll know some Nirvana or something like that that I'll know.
Yeah, that's always the hard part. I have a hard time with the younger generation.
The wildest thing is playing a song for a younger table.
Oh, yeah.
And then the old 80-year-old lady at the bar is the one singing along to it. And
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah, exactly.
so sometimes it's hard to read the room.
Yeah, the audiences, they change. They're never the same.
Never.
And you have to stay pliable. But let's take a look at another Chris Reed tune right now.
Something better than you like to admit. There's gotta be something better than you want with him. Is there a change in the weather? Is that rain in your eyes? Gotta be something better than you realize. And now my body got cold when she told me the truth. I see I'm only getting old. When I'm stuck in my youth, I won't take hold of the grudge I had for you, 'cause I'm thinking I'm sold on what to do. I don't play with my mind. There's no room for games. Don't wanna set me aside for no rainy days. Don't wanna make you hide from a big mistake, 'cause I'm not that kind of a man this fake. There's gotta be something better than you'd like to admit. There's gotta be something better than you want with him. Is there a change in the weather? Is that rain in your eyes? Gotta be something better than you realize. Now my body got cold when she told me the truth. I see I'm only getting old. When I'm stuck in my youth, I won't take hold of the grudge I had for you, 'cause I'm thinking I'm sold on what to you. There's gotta be something better than she'd like to admit. There's gotta be something better than you want with him. Is there a change in the weather? Is that rain in your eyes? Gotta be something better than you realize. There's gotta be something better than you'd like to admit. There's gotta be something better than you want with him. Is there a change in the weather? Is that rain in your eyes? Gotta be something better than you realize. Gotta be something better. Oh, it's gotta be something better. Oh, it's gotta be something better. Oh, it's gotta be something better.
Man, that was incredible, and we're back here to talk with Chris Reed a little bit more about his talent and what makes him him. Let's dive into your songwriting process. You know, do you kind of have a standard way of writing, or kind of any methods that you use?
Well, when I was first starting writing, when I was 10, 11 years old, I was writing about things that didn't really matter much to me. I was just trying to string words together to make a song. And what I found that actually means something to me is digging deep into something that actually means something personal to me. And just like the band I have, Chris Reed and the Bad Kids, it's based on one of my songs.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the songs are based on suicide, because I've lost a lot of my friends to suicide. So quite a bit of material came from that. And also, I trying to win the affection of a lady.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Yes, absolutely. And I wrote over 50 songs to woo my fiance, to court my fiance, for her to finally give me a chance
to say yes.
Yes.
And we were actually talking about just a little bit earlier before the show. I know, obviously, since you created your band, Bad Kids, I never understood it. And then I was looking at your song list, and I was like, oh, okay. Now it makes sense. He named, yeah, like he named his band after his song. So
I don't have my children still are terrible. Don't get me wrong; they're still they misbehave. But no, yeah, that's the reason for the name of the
Does
song.
that happen to be like one of your favorite songs that you've written?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so, just because it was kind of the catalyst of there have been so many of my friends that had passed from either drugs or self-inflicting, whatever it may be. And that particular one really hit home for me after the somebody I'd known for over 10 years passed away.
Wow.
And so that's who that song's dedicated to.
And well, sitting there and listening to it, you can, and they'll see it sometime tonight. But watching you perform it, it really shows. It shows how every single lyric, every chord, everything, you're putting it out there, and you truly believe everything you're saying and pitching out there. It's been a pleasure, because I haven't seen your original show ever, and watching you do that tonight was very, very awesome experience to sit there and be a part of it. So, and I also haven't really experienced your songwriting like I did tonight, which was awesome. You floored me. You floored me with your songwriting tonight. So,
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you again. My name is Chris Reed, and thank you for joining us for the On the Real live sessions here at the Warehouse Live, hosted by On the Marc. Thank you guys for having me. This song is called Bad Kids. Now where did all my homies go? Where did all my friends go? Tell me what your name is, and tell me about the bad kids. Oh, tell me about the greed and the hunger, lies and the thunder, drugs in the trunk, and never getting older. Greed and the hunger, lies and the thunder, drugs in the trunk, and bags underneath your eyes of gold. Where did all my homies go? And where did all my friends go? Tell me what your name is, and tell me about the bad kids. Oh, tell me about the greed and the hunger, lies and the thunder, drugs in the trunk, and never getting older. Greed and the hunger, lies and the thunder, drugs in the trunk, and bags underneath your eyes of gold. Where did all my homies go? And where did all my friends go? Tell me what your name is, and tell me about the bad kids. Tell me about the greed and the hunger, lies and the thunder, drugs in the trunk, never getting older. Greed and the hunger, lies and the thunder, drugs in the trunk. Greed and the hunger, lies and the thunder, drugs in the trunk, never getting older. Greed and the hunger, lies and the thunder, drugs in the trunk, and bags underneath your eyes of gold. Now won't you tell me where the bad kids go? Why don't you tell me where the bad kids go? Come on and tell me where the bad kids go. Come on and tell me where the bad kids go. Where did all my homies go?
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us this evening for On the Reel Sessions Live here at the Warehouse, powered by On the Marc Studios. I'd like to say thank you to Chris Reed for joining us for this interview and then joining us on stage and sharing your talents with us. We appreciate you. Make sure you go follow Chris Reed on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, anything that you can find with Chris Reed related, Chris Reed and the Bad Kids, all the above, and it'll be posted as well in the bio or the description of this video. Thanks so much for joining us, and have a great night.